Today on OC News, updates on the winners of the presidential primary,
Super Tuesday voters come out to fulfill their patriotic duty,
and an in-depth look at Titan's Day of Giving.
All this and more on OC News.
This just now in tech news. The first responder on the scene.
There's been a lot of collaborative efforts
feel
over the years.
blessed to be here in Fullerton.
Brought to you by the Broadcast Journalism students
at Cal State Fullerton. OC News starts right now.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to OC News tonight. I'm Ty Therian.
And I'm Cynthia Saavedra. OC News is brought to you by the Broadcast Journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
There were major changes to the presidential primaries after a wild Super Tuesday, including the suspension of one presidential campaign. Following Super Tuesday, President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump are leading delegates in their respective parties. Wednesday morning, Nikki Haley officially suspended her presidential campaign after receiving only 47 delegates on Super Tuesday. A total of 1,215 delegates are required to win the Republican nomination. Currently, Donald Trump has won 1,059 of those. On the Democratic side, Joe Biden needs 1,987 delegates to win. As of today, he has won 1,587.
This Super Tuesday, people came out to make their voices heard and make sure that their votes counted. I spent some time talking to people about Super Tuesday.
Super Tuesday, where there is a lot on the ballot to vote for.
Slowly but surely, people are showing up to this Super Tuesday. People are showing up in person to vote because they want to make sure that their vote counts.
Because our vote counts.
Perfect. Do you mind if we ask you who you're voting for and why?
Haley.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a Republican, but I don't like Donald Trump.
Because it's very important for us, like youngsters. I don't count myself as young anymore, but I remember when I was legal to vote, it was something. I like my sister. She's 21. I told her like vote. You know, it's very important for us. It's time for us to get like new people in. You know, youngsters.
Because it's very important so that we have the candidates for the presidential election this year. It's a big one, so we take it very to heart as citizens, and we feel like it's our civic duty, and we've always voted, so we make sure that we get here.
Same with me, Adam Schiff. He seems to have the knowledge. He went to Harvard and Stanford. And the other three, well, is a Republican. And although I'm a Dodger fan, that's not a good reason to vote for Steve Garvey.
2020 election, Joe Biden versus Donald Trump. We'll have to wait until November to see the results. For OC News, I'm Cynthia Saavedra. Now, after such a long day of elections, let's check in with OC News reporter Braulio Cortez, who can tell us more about Super Tuesday. Braulio, how crazy was it?
Yeah, guys, Super Tuesday was a crazy day. So many storylines, so many surprises. But perhaps the biggest storyline happened this morning with Nikki Haley suspending her presidential campaign and basically paving the way for another general election in November between President Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
I am filled with the gratitude for the outpouring of support we've received from all across our great country. But the time has now come to suspend my campaign.
Nikki Haley accepted reality.
Nikki Haley only won the state of Vermont in Super Tuesday's primary contest, forcing her to step out of the race after many questioned her ability to compete. This decision sets up a potential general election showdown between Donald Trump and President Joe Biden.
Your Republicans hate Biden, your Democrats hate Trump. And really the question is going to be which one which hate is stronger and motivates more of the base to the polls.
We're going to win this election because we have no choice. If we lose the election, we're not going to have a country left.
But it doesn't seem like students and visitors here on campus want Donald Trump to win.
I think Biden, even though he's very unpopular right now, he's still a solid person to rally behind, and so I think there's still a fighting chance there.
But I do not vote for president because I just can't. I can't vote for either one.
Can't stand them.
And no, I can't.
At 3 a.m. this morning, a man was shot by police outside of a McDonald's restaurant after the police's taser was ineffective. The 50-year-old man was shot by a beanbag shotgun after the employees reported a man for acting erratically, being shirtless, and swinging a belt. The man was thought to possibly be on drugs. After the police reported on the scene, the man attacked them with the belt, resulting in shots being fired. The man was taken to a local trauma center and was pronounced dead at 5 a.m. this morning.
Coming up, another possible government shutdown is looming in D.C. We've got the latest.
And today was a big fundraising day here on campus, Titan's Day of Giving, all that and more.
The government nearly avoided a government shutdown this week after passing a package of finance bills. Earlier today, the House voted to pass a package of 6 government funding bills to beat the March 8th government shutdown deadline. The vote was passed by a score of 339 to 85 in favor of the package. Both parties have claimed wins in this package, including funding for multiple departments, such as Veterans Affairs, Energy Transportation, and the Food and Drug Administration.
The crowd at the upcoming 2024 Olympics opening ceremony may be smaller than previously expected. After officials previously stated that attendance would reach 600,000, the untraditional ceremony, the first to be held alongside a river, would instead only have space for 300,000. The ceremony will be held alongside a nearly 4-mile stretch of river at the Seine, and the number will still eclipse the capacity of France's largest stadium 4 times over. Anti-terrorist measures will be put in place ahead of the ceremony, including a ground perimeter, closure of airspace over Paris, and a significant anti-drone protocol previously used at the Qatar World Cup.
Today is a big day for our Cal State Fullerton community, as today is Titan Give Day, where family, friends, and alumni can support their college students. Here is Ashley Grimaldo with the latest.
We are here at the Titan Walk today at Cal State Fullerton because it is Titan Give Day. We are here with lots of clubs and organizations looking to raise funds and donations for their organizations, as well as people and students from the Paris Olympic trip happening this year over the summer, looking to raise funds for their trip to accomplish their dreams of covering the Paris Olympics.
Titan Give Day is an opportunity for a lot of clubs and programs to really get matched funding. It's a day where the university is really promoting, giving back to the community. The goal of it is trying to lessen the load for any expenses. The university is trying its best to try to cover it as much as they can for the students. However, Titan Give is going to be a great opportunity for us to really get more funding, whether it's small things like our transportation, a meal, or going out for an event or excursion. So
what I'm excited for this Paris trip is going and doing my homework in the cafes rather than being in my room. I'm gonna go out and explore and create new friendships. Like I said, learn a new language, learn different cultures. So that's what I'm most excited for. Definitely checking out the cafes too.
Just a friendly reminder, Titan Give Day ends tonight at 11:59 p.m. Make sure to get all your donations in before then to help out your fellow Titans. This is Ashley Grimaldo with OC News. Back to you guys at the studio.
We just want to say thank you so much to all those who donated and gave today. Because of your donations and your generosity, we get to go to Paris to cover the Summer Olympics this year, which we're going to have great stories to show.
It's wet outside. Up next, we'll let you know what to expect from the rest of the week and this weekend.
And the Mega Million jackpot is growing to another large number. We'll let you know how much you can win after the break.
You'll be the first, Mia.
I got in. Dad, I got in.
You should know this one. Who knows it?
So how's it going in school?
Finish those before you go.
Management function that seeks to develop mutually beneficial relationships with all of our audience.
Hey, do you know what this word means? Empowerment? Authority or power given to someone to do something. E M P O W E R M E N T. T. Empowerment.
As the baseball season is currently upon us, Cal State Fullerton's sports marketing team is trying to show off our team in much needed support. Here's Jeffrey Morris with more on this event.
Spring sports are upon us, and to show support and get people excited for the games, the Titans sports marketing team is hosting tailgates before home games. The tailgates contain games, good music, free food, sponsors like Monster, and the opportunity to make signs to support the teams. This tailgate was for baseball as the Titans took on USC. Look for upcoming events by following Titan Sports on social media. Back to you guys in the studio.
Today started off sunny and all of a sudden it got a bit gloomy. Let's go to AJ Yabut for the weather.
Thanks, Cynthia. Weather is just one of those things that are ever so evolving, so it's best to stay updated with the current temperatures. Let's talk about today's forecast. Starting out early and bright this morning, we had sunrise at 6:11 a.m. and we'll be having sunset at around 5:52 p.m. And our current temperature right now is around 56 degrees, which is just a degree higher than the low that we're having. Now, the wind is blowing around 4 miles per hour and our humidity levels is around 60%, which may lead to some of us having a bad hair day. We expect some rainfall starting from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. with an average of 48% chance of rain for the city of Fullerton. So make sure you grab an umbrella or a rain jacket before you head out. Moving on to our 5-day forecast. We'll be having around 63 degrees for the high of tomorrow, Thursday, and a 49 degrees for the low, which is a bit cooler from today while we're being relatively cloudy. On Friday, we'll be having around 69 degrees for the high and a 48 degrees of low, having it very sunny. And Saturday, we'll be having the highest temperature of the week, having it at 71 degrees at a high and 49 degrees at a low, which is a perfect day actually for a picnic. And moving on, we have Sunday, and we'll be having a high of 68 degrees and a low of 49 degrees. And it will also be daylight savings time, so make sure to push back your clocks an hour forward and to try sleeping earlier because we are losing an hour of sleep. Lastly, on Monday, we do have a high of 66 degrees and a low of 49 degrees. Now, good news is that the weather is getting warmer, and spring and summer, meteorologists actually predict that California won't be experiencing drought anytime soon. 2 days ago, the AccuWeather had an exclusive announcement that their meteorologists are confident that California will be drought-free throughout 2025 following the recent atmospheric rivers with this past winter. With a surplus of rainfall, hopefully we can dodge the dreaded drought season where wildfires become rampant in California. However, there is a drawback. According to AccuWeather Chief Meteorologist Jonathan Porter, they said, quote, in the coming months, should warmth arrive with more intensity than the historic average, there could be localized flooding concerns, especially along creeks and streams as the melting of the massive snowpack accelerates, end quote. That is all I have for you today. I'm AJ Yabut, your resident weather girl from always sunny Southern California. And remember, keep it together no matter the weather. Back to Cynthia in the studio.
Are you feeling lucky because the Mega Million jackpot is skyrocketing ahead of Friday's drawing? The jackpot has jumped to a staggering $687 million, and the excitement is building as hopeful players continue to try their luck for a chance to be a multi-millionaire. Tickets are $2 a play, and you can pick your own numbers or a quick pick for the jackpot at most convenience stores.
I know where I'm going after this. I'm going to go buy myself a lotto ticket and get some of those big bucks. Thank you for tuning in to this week's newscast. I'm Ty Therian.
And I'm Cynthia Saavedra. Our next show is next Wednesday at 4:45. And check us out on our YouTube channel and Instagram.